Zimbabwe say that a police report has been filed after a man who was due to be tested for the COVID-19 coronavirus absconded from hospital before the process was complete. Zimbabwe has no confirmed cases of the disease as yet. The latest figures indicate that there are now 100 confirmed cases across Africa. Egypt has the most with 55 cases, Algeria has 20 and South Africa 7. Other countries with infections include Tunisia, Senegal, Morocco, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Nigeria and Togo. For more on Africa's readiness to deal with the coronavirus, we now cross to our reporter Nabil Ahmed Rufai, who's in Accra in Ghana. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. Welcome to the program. How is Ghana preparing for the COVID-19 with cases now confirmed in sub-Saharan Africa, especially in neighboring countries such as Togo and Nigeria?
Well, Ghana is on high alert for the fact that the coronavirus is now in sub-Saharan Africa. Its neighboring country, Nigeria, has recorded at least 2 cases so far. And with the latest being Burkina Faso, officials here are saying that they have to step up efforts to really prevent an outbreak here in Ghana because we share borders with Nigeria and also Burkina Faso. Here in Ghana, health officials are not only limiting their preventive measures at the airport, but now they've spread their wings to land borders as well because of the fact that now Togo also has a case. We are learning that the health officials, including the doctors, have actually taken a trip to the borders of Togo to step up efforts towards mitigating the coronavirus outbreak here in Ghana. So a lot is going on aside the screening of people who come into the country. There is a lot of sensitization programs going on radio and also in schools for people to keep personal hygiene, wash their hands and also use hand sanitizers and all. So definitely Ghana is really knowing the fact that it's at risk for the fact that neighboring Togo and Nigeria and also Burkina Faso are recording these cases. They are not leaving anything to chance. They are stepping up their surveillance as well across all borders, both in the airport and also land borders as well as even on the sea, Peter.
All right, so the World Health Organization says that Ghana needs more than $6 million to effectively prevent an outbreak of the coronavirus. What's the government's plan to raise this kind of funding?
So, since the outbreak of COVID-19 here in Ghana, the government committed $450,000 for preventive measures, buying the kits that the health officials would need and also to engage in sensitization campaigns. But then the World Health Organization is saying that is not enough. The country would actually need $6 million. And now the government has to raise the necessary funds to be able to prevent an outbreak of COVID-19 here in Ghana. And what we understand the government is looking at doing now is to tap into this IMF and World Bank fund, financing fund, which is towards the coronavirus and is targeting countries that are unable to raise the needed funds to fight against or to prevent an outbreak in their country. Ghana is looking at tapping into this fund as well, Peter.
Now, China is one of the largest trading partners with Ghana. How has the economy been affected after the coronavirus outbreak?
So, Ghana does a lot of business with China. We know that China is one of the largest importer of crude oil, and indeed, Ghana exports a lot of its crude oil to China. Now, we know that the global price for oil has really slumped, and Ghana is also bearing the brunt. We know that for now, the government has said it may not meet its target revenue that it projected for the year 2020 as a result of the exports of crude oil. And the fact that this coronavirus outbreak has also come is worsening the situation. Governments will not be able to meet its target. Aside the fact that oil is also being affected and doing business between Ghana and China is being affected in terms of the export of oil. We know that also the foreign exchange is also being affected. Businesses here in Ghana are not able to import goods from China, neither are they able to also export goods to China. So the reserves in terms of foreign exchange is really dwindling, and we know that a lot of the businesses here in Ghana that do business in China, they go there, they bring in goods, cheap goods to sell here in Ghana, are really being affected. The economy for now is not looking too good because of the kind of business Ghana does with China, and now there's restrictions in terms of import of goods into the country from China because of the outbreak of the coronavirus. A lot is being affected here, Peter.
All right, and then perhaps finally, I know that Ghana is a country that people love to visit. I've come there both as on work and as a tourist. Have the tourist figures started to be affected to your part of the world?
Yes, indeed. The tourist attraction, I mean, people coming to the country has really declined. What we are learning from the Foreign Affairs Ministry is that people are now not able, I mean, even from China, they are not being allowed to come into the country, and that is also taking a toll in terms of the tourism attractions here in Ghana. Visitors are limiting their travel as a result of the outbreak, and when you go to the airport, you would see that the numbers are reducing, although Ghana has not recorded a case as yet, but then the impact is really being felt in terms of traveling into Ghana.
All right, thanks very much indeed. That's our reporter Nabil Ahmed Rufai, who is speaking to us from Accra in Ghana.